What's going on, YouTube? Hope all of y'all are doing good. This is Saturday, the 23rd of September. And, I watch religiously every day some of the big names in this YouTube industry, the futures industry, religiously. Um, Patrick, Nutty, Trading with Travis. I watch those guys every day. And I'm like, if why am I not documenting my own journey through all of this? Um, I do this every day myself, right? And I'm kind of, I would say, ate up with futures trading and the market in general. I've traded stocks and options for I think like 5 years, 4 or 5 years now. And options very unsuccessfully. I was a complete failure at options. Uh, anyway, fast forward a little bit. I found Patrick's channel with him trading futures, and I saw him making two, three, $400 a day trading the micros. I'm like, well, that's awesome. How is he doing this? I've got to learn how to do this. And then it started um, a mission on me to learn as much as I could, as much possible about the futures market. Um, I started with Top Step. I got a 50K account with Top Step. Uh, and me, I'm sure like you guys, if you struggled trying to get through the challenges of being funded and you finally make it, and it's just like, yes, yes, I freaking did it. Very, very good feeling to finally get through a challenge and get funded. Um, and then I blew it up. Blew it up within 4 days. I went from the 50, and then I got three of the 150s. And, I was trading them in tandem with one another. I was using Trade Copier. And I would make 3 grand in one account. And then that is actually 9 grand. 9 grand spanned through the three accounts. And then you turn the page and you go into the next day, and I would lose it all. I would give it all back for no reason, just holding on to losers, revenge trading. Um, Very frustrating to amass $9,000 days and then literally give it all back the next day. Uh, so I've learned a little bit. I learned quite a little bit actually. You fast forward this to Apex. I now have 10 Apex funded 50K accounts. And I have traded the first account up here at the top. I've traded it for 4 days. Those next four underneath that, 3 days, and 6 through 10 down there, I have traded for 2 days. Um, I heard a lot of bad things about Apex. Um, yeah, I don't see anything bad about them besides the way their trailing drawdown works. I am not a fan of the trailing drawdown at all. I think it's there to um, hinder you, to be quite honest. Trailing drawdown, if you're not familiar with how trailing drawdown works, each of these accounts has a $2,500 trailing drawdown. And trailing drawdown works as um, you can only lose 2,500 from your highest point. So if you make 1,000, that doesn't mean you can lose 3,500. That means you can, if you're at 51, you can only go backwards 2,500 and then you're done. If you make 2,000, you can only go backwards 2,500 and then you're done. So, not a fan of the trailing drawdown. I've made it work because here I am, right? But so that being said, when you're in a funded PA account, that trailing drawdown goes away after you cross $2,600 in profit. And that is the goal for this week, is getting some of these above that $2,600. I'd be elated if I got all of them over the $2,600 mark, but we'll see. Um, And I was talking about making nine grand earlier, or 3,000 in an account earlier. Um, with 10 accounts, my goal is $300 a day, which is 3 grand. Is 300 times 10 because there's 10 accounts, right? Um, that is my goal. Now, the way I trade these is, I'm a scalper, momentum trader, right? I use the 150 tick chart. To me, the 150 tick chart fits my style because when the Nasdaq, and that's primarily what I trade as well, the Nas, but when the Nasdaq really starts cooking and moving, that 150 tick chart is golden, man. Um, I don't know if you guys use that or not, but it really fits the way that I trade. It fits my style of trading. Um, but you'll see P&L wise, I went way over my goal on Friday. So 300 is the goal, but if I make it above 300, I normally keep going until I hit a big loser. Or I give enough back and I'm still above that 300 that I'd be like, okay, I'm done. I'm good for the day. So if we take this is just Apex. This is all legit. You can see all of those numbers on here. But I wanted to show y'all Friday. Friday, I was done trading. I was done trading on this move up. Actually, I was finished. I was done. But I am sitting here looking at the charts a little later on in the day, and I see it crest right here, and I'm like, man, I really want to jump in here short, especially right here. And then I looked at the time. I was like, well, the murder bot, as some people call it, is going to come to town here in a minute. And boy, did it! It hammered this from 89 all the way down here to 52. Um, that's a 37 point drop in literally 3 minutes. 1, 2, 3, and then back up. I'm glad I wasn't in that, but well, initially, it's just amazing to me how quickly things can move. Um, and the market in general fascinates me. You know, all of the money in the world is in the market in some shape, form, or fashion or another. And I just want a little bitty piece of it. That's all. So yeah, this is my trading journey. I'm going to start keeping the spreadsheet updated. I'm going to start updating this every day. And I would love for you guys to come along and experience this wild ride with me in some form or another. If you're watching this, you're probably just as ate up with the market as I am. It's exciting to me every day. It's something different for me every day. And after you grasp and get really good at charting and mastering, I'm not going to say mastering because I don't think any of us ever master charting. But after you get a very good hang of what charts do and patterns do, it's all on you. It's all on me, and it's all up here at that point. The emotional aspect of this game, because that's actually what it is to me, is one big, very expensive video game. But keeping my emotions in check and staying the course of my plan is hard. It's really, really freaking hard. And I think this past week, the previous week, I think I've turned a page a little bit, but we'll see. And you'll have to just come along and find out for yourself. Thanks for tuning in. Take care. Bye.